Because when you first look at it, don't you see like it looks so much darker, right? But then when you swatch and look at that, that's not fair. Hey you, today I'm going to share with you a full face, trying out, testing out, seeing what they're all about of new makeup. I've got the new Gucci foundation. I've got the new brush collab from Sigma and Dominique Cosmetics. Got the Natasha Denona Love palette, face palette, and a bunch of new goodies. So let's get right into it, shall we? Desperately need a little something on these lips, and now is the perfect time. Prep them, nourish them, get them ready for whatever we decide to go with for the lips today. So I have this here from Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown is a brand I'm trying to get a little bit more into, trying more of their products. So this is the Extra Plump Lip Serum. So this is a serum lip treatment that replenishes, plumps, defines, and shines. It's got a nice little doe foot, and I have been using it, and it's nice. It doesn't burn or tingle. It's hydrating. I reach for it a lot. It's nice. It's nice. So there's that. Get that prepped and ready to go. Hello there. Whoa. Let's like have a little personal space. So hello there. Hi, how are we doing? I hope we're doing well. I would love if you take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. So today I'm just using my skincare as my primer, my prep, my skin prep. I use the Augustinus Powder Rich Cream. It's very hydrating, it plumps the skin, and everything just looks so good whenever I go over top with makeup. So all of that's already done. Let's start off with the eyes today, because then we can do the skin, and this has blush and highlight, you know, all the things. So we have a new Natasha Denona face palette. This is the Love Face Palette. A moment for the cute, beautiful palette. Look at the fingerprints. So, you know, already this is gonna be a fingerprint magnet, but that's okay because we could just clean it off, no big deal. But I like how small, it's thin, it's compact, it's not overly bulky for a whole face palette. And she did do these. She did do a variation of this prior, a light, a dark. It had gold packaging. It was nice. So here we are again. So 5 eyeshadows, blush, highlight. Everything you need right here. So this is the Love Face Eyeshadow and Cheek Essentials palette. So this is an eye and face palette in creamy matte and metallic finishes. This little flap here protects these cream products because this is cream blush and cream highlight. So that's a nice little feature. Let's get into it. I did take some inspiration from this photo. I want to give credit. So I took a screenshot mid her doing the tutorial. I feel like this is her using every single color in the palette, and I want to use every single color in the palette. So I'm going to take inspiration from this screenshot that I have. So let's get right into it. I'm talking so much. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of concealer as my eye base today. I want a nice blank canvas to work with. I want to erase everything off my lids. So Sigma and Dominique Cosmetics did a collab. This is the eye and nose contour brush. I mean, I'm just going to use it to blend the rest of this concealer on my lid. I will come back to this brush and do a little contour on the nose with it, since that's what it's technically for. But, you know, you can use things for what you see fit. And I'm just using this to blend the rest of this, and it's working quite fine, yeah? Then I'm just going to set that with my Louboutin powder. I'm going into the darkest shade from the palette. This is a Sonia G Soft Definer. So I'm starting off on the outermost portion of my eye. I'm just building that. That's just placement. I'm not you know, too fussy about it being perfect just yet. So I cleaned that brush off in between. I'm now gonna go into this brighter pink shade and start building that right beside the purple shade. And it's melding nicely between the purple. Now I'm going to go into this shade. We're going to apply that on the center portion. I'm going to go back into that pink shade and diffuse these two colors nicely. I'm touching back into the darkest purple as well. Right now it's like a true trust the process kind of gig. Cleaned off my brush again, and now let's go into this lightest pink shade here. That is so bright. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna mix that a little with the other pink. It's a little bright, a little light for my liking. There we go. I feel like it's a little more pinky. Let me do that. Tones it down just enough. I'm gonna touch that center shade again. Alright, now we're going to start to pull everything together. With a fluffy brush, I'm going to take this shade here and use that to start to diffuse the edges. Build up that gradient a bit. Soften the edges. They're a little harsh. We're going to bring the look together. I'm going to go into that brighter pink shade just a little bit. Bring that a little bit. Blend that a little bit more directly in the crease. Typically, I like to do everyday easy wearable looks. You can definitely do that with this. You can. But let's have some fun today. We're just playing, testing out the new makeup. Same brush. Let's go into the darkest. I'm using just a little. Keeping the focus on the outermost portion. So there's my inspiration. And here's what I did. So now I am going to take my finger and go into this shade here. And then we're just going to apply that on the lid. Yeah, I am actually glad I did this before my face makeup because there is some fallout. This shade is interesting. This one. It's not the typical where you apply it and it stays. It kind of scattered everywhere. But anyhow, let's continue. I'm gonna clean up and let's continue. Gucci Beauty has a new foundation. This is the 24-hour full coverage luminous matte foundation from Gucci Beauty. Nice frosted glass packaging. So it's long wearing because it's got that 24-hour claim. It's got hyaluronic acid, which is hydrating, full coverage, and a matte finish. Hyaluronic acid and black rose oil boost and maintain skin's hydration. Bamboo powder absorbs shine all day. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to give it a shake. This is my current shade. I went with 320 in the new one. Just because, I don't know, online the model's undertone look different. in the 330. I don't know. We'll find out. Packaging is pretty identical to the other foundation. So it's a nice glass bottle with a pump. So full coverage in one drop. We're not gonna use a lot of this stuff. And it's light. Monique. Oh no. It's a little light, you guys. Okay, we're gonna make it work. I'm not stressing. We're gonna make it work. I'm not stressing at all. Got a brand new beauty blender. We're gonna put this thing to work. Well, that blended in nicely. I was a little concerned about the color, but let's see how we do. That's interesting as I blend it in. Okay. Blends into the skin really nicely. It's not dry looking at all. If a foundation can cover up this guy, then it's good coverage. So I'm actually going to use my finger because, you know, when you use a sponge, it absorbs your product. You know the story. Let me back up a little bit. How do we feel about the coverage? I think it's nice. It's nice coverage. And you definitely don't need a lot of it. Right? I was a little concerned about the color. But I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Are we okay? I think we're okay. Yeah, okay. Let me get super close, so. Here is the... Do you see the amount of glitter all over my face from this crazy shadow? Whatever. But this is what everything looks like super close up so we can see. I mean, it covers, but I can still see my skin, and I like that. I don't want to be too masked. And the finish, it's definitely like a natural matte. So, foundation's applied. And oh my gosh, I have so much left. Wow. Yeah, a little goes a long way with this stuff. See that? So this is a first time for me. First time trying the brand. And the reason that I wanted to try this was because of the applicator and because of the type of product that it is. So this is from Rare Beauty. This is called the Positive Light Under Eye Brightener. It's not a concealer, but I have another product like this that I use kind of like a concealer, so I'm curious. And it has like a skincare applicator, like a cooling metal tip applicator. So this is a super lightweight liquid that visibly brightens, hydrates, and awakens the under eye with sheer flexible coverage for a fresh look in a flash. So for me, this is something that I wanted to be able to use literally like on the everyday. Just put it on and go. The product that I use now that's like this is actually from Sisley. This is the Silo Lumiere. It's from Sisley. I love this. I always have a backup of this. This is like holy grail. And I'm not trying to replace this because I love this because it's skincare, you know, all the things. But this kind of spoke to me because it was similar to this. So I wanted to try it. And I picked up the brush. So let's try it. And then maybe we won't need concealer. But I know people use this and then concealer. I don't know. So let's see. It's also said to be hydrating. So let's see. I'm just going to do one eye first. This applicator, it really is cooling, which helps with puffiness. And you kind of just want to keep doing this because it actually feels really nice on the under eye. And with this type of applicator, it helps you not apply too much product. Because if you apply too much product on your under eye, it can look a little heavy and cakey. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see. Let's see if it brightens and gives a little bit of coverage on this under eye here. Because I definitely need it. And again, this is, what is this brush called? I don't know what this brush is called. But it was recommended when I was adding this to cart. So, you know how it goes. I like the shape of it. It very much gets in. I don't think this is new. Is this new? I don't think so. But, not sure. This is very lightweight. It's a very thin texture and consistency, and it feels really nice. Yeah, it looks nice on the under eye too, right? Look at that. So with, definitely brightened, and it looks hydrated. Without, you can still see my darkness. It's nice. That's actually really nice. What do we think? There's definitely a visible difference. And this brush is actually really nice. I thought I was going to get like some streaks, or I'm going to need to like dab with my finger. Ooh. Nice brush. All right, let's continue on the other side. I want to try blending this with my finger because this is more than likely how I would do it. Let's see how it comes out with the finger. Blend. Yeah, this is a light, nice, easy type of product. I need to blend in here a little bit more, but you get the idea. My under eyes definitely feel nice and brightened. I don't even think I need concealer. Interesting. I like that. That's nice. And I also really like that you can't tell the difference between the brush and the finger application. I like that a lot. All right, so that was the Rare Beauty brightening under eye product. Very nice. Dominique Cosmetics came out with a new powder. This one is the Smooth and Blur Setting Powder in a new shade, Rosita, which is a pink shade. And now is the perfect time to try one of the brushes from Dominique Cosmetics and Sigma. This one in particular is the Brighten and Bake. This can go either really well or be too light for me, so we will see. But I love my Westman Atelier Pink Bubble. I don't know, these pink powders are something special. This is my current holy grail. Use this every single day. With makeup, without. It just gives a light brightness to the under. It's such a beautiful powder. And then I got my hands on the Cherry Blossom. And then I saw Dominique Cosmetics came out this one, and I was just like, you know what? We're on a roll. Let's keep it going. So I have some of the powder. Let's pack it on the brush. Gonna tap the excess. There's so much glitter all over my face. I highly dislike. Oh my gosh. It's like scattered all over my face. Kind of wish I didn't use it now. Okay. That's nice. My under eyes are set. They're smooth. They're slightly brightened. I like that. I haven't set my face yet because we're going to go in with a cream contour bronzing product from Tower 28. So this is called the Sculptino, the soft matte cream contour and bronzing product. This is the shade Hammer. This is the second darkest, and this is a foolproof. Why is that funny? I don't know. Because sometimes I am the one that needs to be told that because I get carried away with products like this. Foolproof cream contour to softly shape and sculpt your face with a blendable texture and neutral undertones. Okay, very nice. I'm a girl that likes to use her hands in her makeup. Let's try one side with the hand, and then we'll try one side with a brush or a sponge. Very creamy. There she is. I'm gonna blend it on my hand first. Always go in with less. It's okay. You can build it up. It's better to do that. You don't want to go in with too much and then spend forever trying to get it off. What do we think? I think it blended nicely. And I think using the hand really softens it. You know? Let's go in with a brush. This is the brand Units. I got this on Beautylish. I bought the set. This is the 304. So I'm picking up. Oh my gosh. That seems excessive. We're going to blend that out a little bit. And then this definitely blends really nicely. I guess it really is foolproof. Okay, we've got some warmth back on your face. It looks nice on the skin. Yeah? Okay, I like that. I said we were going to go back into this brush from the Dominique, from the Sigma Dominique Cosmetics collab. This is the eye and nose contour. So let's pick up some of that. Blend it on the back of the hand. And do a little contour with this brush. See how that goes. This can go either really good or not. Not bad. Now let's set the entire face. Now this is my go-to powder that I use to set my face. It's from Christian Louboutin. I'm just gonna lightly dust that all over my face, and I'm gonna use the setting powder brush. Just lightly set that cream product, you know, so that nothing moves around. Looks very nice on the skin. And cannot forget to set my nose. These brushes are very, very soft. And I mean, love the color. Foundation looks good. Cream products are good. I can't get over it. Look at the amount of glitter all over my face from this. Like, I like the colors from this Natasha Denona for the eyes, but man, this glitter fallout is serious. It's like kind of ruining it. Oh. But speaking of, let's go into the cream blush and highlight and finish. I'm going to give you a swatch. Uh-oh. This blush is looking a little light, isn't it? Yeah, it's looking a little light, but let's see. Wow, it's looking light. I'm blending it, I mean, a little dusty. It's funny because, like, I like the colors, but I feel like if you have the Love palette, there's a couple of Natasha Denona palettes that if you have them, you probably don't need this. Kind of disappointed, but, you know, we have to get it out of our system. So I'm just gonna try it with my finger first. Oh my gosh. I can't do this to myself. I'm not going to do this to myself. No, why? I mean, I think we already know how this is not going to work. And I'm actually going to go into this shade, the darker pink. Pick that up. And we're going to use that as blush because no. Because no. Because no. I mean, we know that's not going to look right. Because when you first look at it, don't you see, like, it looks so much darker, right? But then when you swatch and look at that, that's not fair. What? But anyhow, we saved it. We used the eyeshadow. It's fine. But I think you get where I'm going here. I'm not really loving this palette. Let's try out the highlight. Picked it up on the finger. All right, it's highlighted. It's highlight. I don't really see anything over the top special about it. It's probably that cream to powder formulation from Natasha Denona. Yeah, it feels like it. And it's a nice highlight, but it's not like anything to run home about, you know. It's like, I don't know. I'm just gonna use my finger on the other side because whatever. I'm kind of over this palette. At this point, I just want to get the products on my face so we can move on. The highlight looks fine on the skin. It's nice. It's Natasha Denona's cream to powder formulation. I'm kind of over this palette, honestly. It's a little frustrating, but I think we look halfway decent and presentable. First, I'm going to go into the darkest, and then I'm going to go into the other pink, and we'll do a little something on the lower eye. I say it every time I reach for this. This is from the Westman Atelier holiday box. This pencil, it's so good. I really hope that she makes this permanent and gives us like browns and like other colors, because this is a really good pencil. I've still been using my regular mascaras, the Louboutin and my Chantecaille. So as far as like a new mascara, just to go along with today's video, I recently got a sample of this. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes mascara. A lot of people like it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so let's find out. I'm just gonna use that as my mascara today. It's a cool wand, right? Well, this is supposed to lengthen and give volume. Let's see. Here's mascara. So this is the Sisley Phyto-Rouge Shine. This is like a hydrating lip product. It's sheer and hydrating. This is in the shade number 13, Sheer Beverly Hills. And that's what it looks like. This is the color. I've used this. This one I couldn't contain myself. This I couldn't contain myself, so I used it as soon as it came in. It's a very pink, nude, sheer. And then this one from Hermes. This is the Rouge Hermes Shiny Lipstick. This is in the shade number 10. Beige Croisett. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I've used this one too. Show you what this one looks like. They're both kind of sheer, but they're both really pretty. So I think for the look, I mean, we could probably mix them both. Let's do that. Very comfortable because they're so creamy, you know. So this is the one from Hermes. So just in the center, I'm going to put on the Sisley. This one's more nude. This one I wear with my House of Sillage lip liner. So here's our finished look. Got glitter scattered all over my face thanks to this. But here we are. Give you a nice close-up of the skin, of our lip combo, of the eyes. So what do we think? How are we feeling about these new products? Before I say anything, comment down below. Do you have a favorite product? Let me know what you're thinking. Okay, so I don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't like, and yeah, mainly because this shimmer shade literally scattered everywhere. And then the blush is just so extremely deceiving. You look at this, right? It's dark, but then it swatches in this super light pink. So this is not for me. This is not for me. I don't like it. I don't want it. I'm mad about it. But I mean, I like the look I created minus the glitter. But I feel like if you have the Love palette, there's a couple of other Natasha Denona palettes that have color stories like this that I already have that I know I could achieve a look very similar to this. So honestly, no, just, you don't need it. Sorry. The Gucci foundation, this is nice. I like this. I like this a lot. I do like my other one a lot. But this is just a different finish on the skin. The nice thing is you don't need a lot of it. I mean, look how much I have left. Doesn't feel heavy, especially for a more full coverage. The texture is lightweight. It's very, very nice. I like that a lot. The Tower 28 bronzing contouring product. What are these called again? Sculptino. This is really nice too. Blended nicely. Very natural. Very foolproof. So the Dominique Cosmetics brushes. I used 3 out of the 6. Nice. Really nice brushes. I'm glad I got them. They work really well, and I needed like some synthetic nice quality brushes in my collection because majority of my brushes are natural hair, which I love. And they're nice investments, but this is a nice set as well, and I had to support one of my favorites, Dominique Cosmetics. Like the powder. You got to be careful with this one if you're on my skin tone because if you get a little carried away, you know what'll happen. It'll not look good. But because I really like the Huda Beauty and my Westman Atelier pink bubble, I just needed to try another pink powder. And this one blurs and it sets your makeup and it's light and it's a fine consistency and it's a nice powder. So I like this as well. Now the Rare Beauty really surprised me. This is a nice product. I really can confidently say I can put this up there with my Sisley. This is like my everyday type of product. This is the type of product I use on a daily basis. And the brush was really nice. Really like the applicator as well because it controls the amount of product and it has that cooling feature, which feels really nice and helps with, you know, puffiness on the under eye. And then these lip products, beautiful combo together, and then all alone they're beautiful as well. I like that they're creamy and shiny and hydrating because I'm sorry, I cannot do dry lips. So I think that's it. I think I've said everything I needed to say. Yeah. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today and letting me share these new products with you. We found some good ones and then obviously not the greatest one. But that's okay. That's why we tried the new things and I get to share them with you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.